Thank you, Michael. Praise to Shakyamuni Buddha. To the founder, the endowed transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of God and human beings. To you, the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer from the Shakya clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Homage to the Supreme Buddha. Homage to the Dharma refuge. Homage to the great Sangha, to all three ever devout homage. To all worthy of respect, bowing with bodies as many as all realms, atoms, in all aspects. With supreme faith, I pay homage. Do not commit any non-virtuous actions. Perform only perfect virtuous actions. Subdue your mind thoroughly. This is the teaching of the Buddha. A star, a visual aberration, a flame of a lamp, an illusion, a drop of dew or a bubble, a dream, a flash of lightning, a cloud. See conditioned things as such. Through these merits may sentient beings attain the rank of all-seeing, subdue the foe of faults, and be delivered from samsara's ocean, perturbed by the waves of aging, sickness, and death. Taking refuge and generating bodhicitta, once in English, twice in Tibetan. I go for refuge until I am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merits I create through listening to the Dharma, may I become a Buddha in order to benefit all sentient beings. Sangye chodang soki chognam la changju bardu dagni kyab suchi
dagi chi sanje be sonam ge androla penchen san sho sanje chodang soki chognam la changju bardu dagni kyab suchi dagi chi sanje be sonam ge androla penchen sanje sho Kangi to zenye zone tawa tanje bambi chita bichene tunze bangkon tante la cha tsa lo toni ni je zon tunje pe na chenje sanze kanje tenro ka chana pe me tenze kya sa soan de se jen de lun run shong tambo la ye ke dalu da ne je ke en tribo tanda mi me ke na da ro ka kunje dana je sa tam je ke do da gen che don do. So now we are going to do the breath meditation for a few minutes, please. We should breathe 7 times into nostrils and breathe 7 times both nostrils. Count your breath, watch your breath, be aware of your breath. Just look at the breath and watch it breath and count your breath. Just focus on breath. As I mentioned, so when we breathe out, we visualize all the negative karmas, all the problems, all the disease, all the emotions, bad emotions come out with the breath. And we need to visualize when breathe in, receive all the good qualities, compassion, love, kindness, mindfulness, and awareness from Buddha, Dhamma, Sanghas, or from all the Bodhisattvas. There are many, benefits to this meditation, both physical, mental, and these emotions. Through these meditations, we increase our positive energy and mindfulness, awareness, and the main purpose of this meditation, as make good mind, as good balance of mind, and our mind is to be free from suffering of samsara, and especially our mind is to be free from distractions and to make a good balance of mind. We should understand what is the value of this breath meditation. If we meditate on breath constantly, then definitely we can improve our meditation or concentration. This breath meditation is especially for make good balance of mind and calm. This is very important basic meditation for all of our practices. So I request all of you, don't give up this meditation, breath meditation. Try to keep breath meditation going on until we will achieve something good result from this meditation. This is very important. So now we're going to do a short meditation on our mind. Where is our mind? What is the nature of the mind? What is the ultimate nature of mind? Our mind is not color. It is not touchable. It is not form. We can't touch it. But as I mentioned, mind is very powerful. Mind has a potential to know everything, see everything. So we need to realize mind, nature of the mind and mind reality. Where is mind? What is mind? We should know. We need to know more about mind. So we need to meditate on mind. It is very important. If it's not keep under control, not control is very dangerous, because of it is very clear in our lives. Mind is very powerful. All the problems come from mind. Global problems, country problems, society problems, family problems, personal problems, all created from the mind. Therefore, it is necessary to practice keeping the mind under control. We should control mind. So we need to meditate on mind. if we control mind and meditate on mind, that can bring peace to us in our lives, in our family, in our country, and especially in this world. So this is very important. As I mentioned, really we need to know about mind, and we need to know how to control mind, how to develop mind, how to change mind attitude, and we need to understand about mind reality nature, automatic, nature of the mind, and that means Buddha nature. So, okay, anyway. Today's topic is Orange Manjushri. So, I will talk about the Orange Manjushri. But first, it is very important that we know a little bit about Manjushri, the deities and idams of Buddhism. According to Buddhism, we have many different idams and different deities. So it is very important that we know about idams and deities. Very important. From the Buddhist point of view, all Buddhas and deities are first of all ordinary human beings like us. We should understand, according to the Buddhist idea, in Buddhist idea, all the Buddhas and all the deities, Manjushri, Avalokiteshvara, Tara, first of all, ordinary human beings like us. And then through the generations of bodhicitta and practice, they become, the Buddhas and deities. So the many lifetimes, they practice bodhicitta and practice emptiness. In this way, they became Buddhas and deities. All become, enlightened by the practice from the time they first generated bodhicitta and compassion. All the Buddhas and all the deities the same. They first generated bodhicitta and compassion and practice, selflessness and practice emptiness. So first now, today, we should understand why we need to practice, Manjushri, why we practice, Orange Manjushri. So because the Buddha said, only wisdom can, dispel, ignorance. Only wisdom, clears ignorance. Only wisdom can eliminate ignorance. So that's why we need to, practice, wisdom, and we try to generate, perfectly wisdom. This is very important. So we need to practice, Manjushri. Also, Buddha said that delusions can never dispel, ignorance. Darkness cannot destroy darkness. Only light can destroy destroy darkness. Hatred cannot destroy the hatred. Only love and compassion can destroy the anger. So, so we need, practice compassion. We need practice, wisdom. It's very important. And we need to generate, wisdom, perfection of wisdom. That's why we need, practice, Manjushri. That's why we should meditate on Manjushri and recite mantra of Manjushri and pray to Manjushri. Okay? We need generate a wisdom and of course compassion and bodhicitta. That's why we should meditate on Manjushri. And we need to recite mantra of Manjushri. And we need to pray, to Manjushri. And we need to offer Manjushri. We request to Manjushri. And we need to take refuge with Manjushri. And as I mentioned, we need to recite mantra of Manjushri or Om Ara Patsana Di. Om Ara Patsana Di. Om Ara Patsana Di. This is mantra of Manjushri, Om Ara Patsana Di. Om is, head of mantra. Head, for example, Om, symbolize head of mantras. Another meaning is, Om has, 3 syllables. These 3 syllables, symbolize impure body, impure speech, impure mind. Also, another meaning symbolize, pure or uncontaminated body and speech and mind. Okay? Om. Om has, 3 syllables. These 3 syllables, symbolize body, speech, mind. Our body, our speech, our mind. And also symbolize Buddha's, speech, body, mind. Pure body, pure mind, pure speech. Also uncontaminated, body, speech, mind. Also contaminated, mind, speech, body. Om. Ara, Om, Ara. Ara. Ara means sentient beings. Yeah. Ara means sentient beings, okay? Especially, those who have karma connected to the Manjushri, Patsana, Ara Patsana. Patsana means true, maturity and to be free from suffering. To maturity, yeah, maturity, yes. To maturity and to be free from suffering. Om Ara Patsana. D, last one's D. D means knowledge of Manjushri. Okay, mind of Manjushri. Manjushri mind, So by to meditate on this what is mantra, and by reciting this mantra and practice this mantra, we can transfer our, impure body, speech, mind into, pure body, speech, mind of Manjushri. This is the meaning of, this mantra. Recite this mantra, meditate on this mantra. Mantra, we can transfer our mind, our body, speech into, transfer into pure body, pure mind, pure speech of our, what is Manjushri, sorry. Omara Patsanati, Omara Patsanati, Omara Patsanati. And especially through this meditation, through this practice, we can develop our wisdom. Actually, as I mentioned, Manjushri was of the same. First, he was an ordinary person like us. Then gradually, he made prayers, generated bodhicitta, and meditate on the realization of emptiness. Through that way, he became a Buddha. He became, yes, Buddha of wisdom. And at that times, we were also there at the same time. Because our life time is, and our life is a beginner, beginner's time, So, uh, so, but we are still in here in samsara. We never changed, and that is our fault. This is because we have not been able to practice properly and constantly. We are, that's why we are still stuck in samsara. Actually, same, so we were there with Manjushri, before achieve Buddhahood. We are there at the same time, but we are still here, still remain in samsara. This is on our faults. So we should understand that when the Buddha first generated bodhicitta, Manjushri was, his teacher. Okay, Manjushri was, teacher of Buddha. We should understand that when Buddha first generated bodhicitta, Manjushri was his teacher, and the Buddha said, "Manjushri is my teacher." Because Manjushri, let's Buddha generate a bodhicitta mind. And Manjushri was Buddha's teacher. But that story, we should understand, okay, that story was before Buddha achieved, Buddhahood. So Buddha and Manjushri have a very special relationship. In Tibet, we say Manjushri is the father all of the Buddhas. In Tibet, we say Jawa Kunji Yap. Ya means father. That means Manjushri was the teacher, of all the Buddhas. So when all the Buddhas, first generate bodhicitta, Manjushri was helped them, taught them, teach them, and let them, generate bodhicitta. That's why Manjushri was teacher of all the Buddhas. And especially he was teacher of Buddha Shakyamuni. Actually, there are all there are many different colors of Manjushri, many different colors of Manjushri. Yellow Manjushri, white orange Manjushri, black Manjushri, They're all of the same nature, and have the same correct characteristics, same quality, same nature. All the Manjushri is the same. Wisdom of Buddha and Buddha of wisdom. Manjushri is the wisdom of Buddha, wisdom Buddha. Manjushri in reality, Buddha, but he has intentionally taken the form of Bodhisattva and displaying, the form of Bodhisattvas. That we should understand. This is very important. Avalokiteshvara and also Manjushri same. Avalokiteshvara and Manjushri is in reality, a Buddha. They already achieve Buddhahood, but they, intentionally take, taking the form of Bodhisattvas. So now we should understand a little bit more about Manjushri, Orange Manjushri. In the right hand, in the Manjushri, in the right hand, in the right in the right hand, his, what means sword, yeah, sword, symbolize, cutting, through ignorance, and symbolize wisdom. Okay, Manjushri has, once, sword in his right hand. This symbolizes wisdom and cutting ignorance, root of ignorance, all the delusions. Okay. In left hand, the Dhamma book, he has one book, long book, okay? So this symbolizes emptiness and also makes clearer the ultimate reality nature of, phenomena. Okay? In the left hand, he has a Dhamma book. This symbolizes emptiness and also makes clear the ultimate reality nature of the phenomena. That means make it clear, about emptiness. And in the left hand, he has a lotus, flower. This symbolizes also purity, very pure, purity. And that although it is grown in the mud, but it is not influenced by the faults of mud, like lotus. This symbolizes wisdom. It grown in the mud, but it is not influenced by the faults of the mud. We need to visualize, so radiate shiny wisdom from this sorrow, and we need to visualize self, resound emptiness from this book. This book, resound, emptiness, about emptiness. And from this throat, come what is many lights radiate shinies from this throat, and we need to visualize self-resounding emptiness from this book, Dhamma book. That means we can hear some talking about emptiness from this book. We need to visualize. And to achieve wisdom from this sorrow. So, in order to achieve the wisdom, we need to rely on Manjushri and meditate on Manjushri and practice Manjushri. And we need to recite, Manjushri's mantra. Amara Bhatsana Since Manjushri has all of the Buddha's wisdom power, Manjushri has, all of the Buddha's wisdom power, wisdoms. That's why we call Manjushri is, wisdom Buddha. Buddha, what is Buddha of wisdom? That's why if we really want to practice, wisdom and generate perfectly wisdom, we need practice what is Manjushri and meditate on Manjushri, recite Manjushri's mantras, and pray to Manjushri. This is very important. So, as I mentioned before, to generate compassion. If we really generate compassion, we need to practice Avalokiteshvara. Meditate on Avalokiteshvara, recite the mantra of Avalokiteshvara, Om Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme Hum. And we request, pray, and offer it to Avalokiteshvara. Then, in this way, we can generate the compassion. Because, Manjushri, what is Avalokiteshvara is, compassion Buddha. Buddha for compassion. So we need to, develop or practice compassion and wisdom. That's why we need to practice Manjushri and Avalokiteshvara, Chirisan. It is very important, very, very important. But practice Orange Manjushri also practice Manjushri, requirements, we need some, empowerment and initiation. This is very important. This practice, requires, Manjushri, permission, empowerment of Orange Manjushri. Receive on the basis of great initiation in the class of this is Lord Tandra, action of Tandra, and Tandra of conduct, or maybe Tandra or a higher Tandra in order to be able to do this self-generation into the deity. So I want to make clear, okay? So we should understand this is very important. Without empowerment of what is Manjushri, we can't practice, self-generation into what is Manjushri. That's why we need to receive empowerment into practice, in order to practice, self-generation into the deity, into the what is Manjushri. Okay? But still we can practice. Without practice generate self-generation into the what is Manjushri, but still we can practice. Okay? We can visualize Manjushri or what is top of our head. We can't self-generate into the Manjushri, but we can meditate on Manjushri. We can visualize Manjushri, top of our head. Okay, this is very big different. Without without empowerment or initiation of Manjushri, we can't practice self-generation and self-initiation, self-generation into the Manjushri. Self generate Manjushri. We can't practice self-generation. So we needed permission, empowerment of Orange Manjushri, receive on this base of great initiation in the as a class of lower Tandra or higher Tandra, in order to be able to do this self-generation into the deity, into the Manjushri. If one does not have such empowerment, one may still do not practice, however generate Manjushri at the core of, but as I mentioned that, we can meditate Manjushri at our crown of the head at the time of self-generation. For example, some people together practice about Manjushri, then we recite prayer. When people practice, other people practice on self-generation, we practice Manjushri, visualize Manjushri top or crown of our head. So when you read this prayer of this, when you practice, when you read this prayer of Orange Manjushri, this part of self-generation, you can practice. Okay? You need this part, you need exclusive, yeah, and keep that. But you can practice, as I mentioned, okay? You can visualize here, and you can meditate and visualize our Manjushri on top of your head. And you can recite mantra. And you visualize, many nectars come from this Manjushri. And in order to, enter to your body and purify your body, and you generate, as you visualize, generate, wisdom. Yeah, as I mentioned, instead of self-generation, self-visualization, you should visualize Manjushri above your head. You should not visualize yourself in the form of this origin Manjushri, but what is, and not allow to yourself generate into deity, into Manjushri. Okay, that means, as I mentioned very clearly, instead of self-generation, you should visualize Manjushri above your head. You should not visualize yourself in the form of, orange Manjushri, and not allow to yourself generate into Manjushri without, implement, okay? Every date is the same, not only talk about, this Manjushri, okay? Avalokitesvara, Tara, Yamataka, Hayagiva, every date is same. Without, implement, we can't self-generate into that deity. But we can practice. Okay? So, according to Buddhism practice, this implement is very important. Santi permission to, practice, self-generate into that deity. So we need permission, we need empowerment, empowerment. And we can, practice, what is 7 branches, branches, 7 branches, yeah. Prostration, offering, and purification, and rejoice, and request, and ask long life, and dedication. We can practice, 7 branches, okay? Also, as I mentioned before, Lama Tsongkhapa and Manjushri also same, one person. Lama Tsongkhapa, manifestation of Avalokiteshvara, and Manjushri and Vajrapani. So without, as I mentioned, without, receive empowerment, we just visualize only here, okay? Not the center of heart. If you have, empowerment of what is a Manjushri, then you can practice self-generate into Manjushri, and you can visualize, meditate Manjushri in the center of your heart. So first times we need to take refuge and generate bodhicitta. Go for refuge until, I'm enlightened to the Buddha, to the Dharma, and Sanghas communities by practice of forgiving others' perfections. May I become the Buddhas, I benefit all sentient beings. First times, before we start, practice on Manjushri, we need to take refuge and to generate bodhicitta. And then we need to practice, four immeasurables. For what is the four numbers? The four immeasurables? Immeasurables. Immeasurables. Yeah? And we need to recite Om Sabbhava Shuddha Sadama Sabbhava Shuddha Hom. Many of this mantra is talk about emptiness. When we recite this mantra, we need to visualize emptiness. Everything is emptiness. Everything is empty of inherent existence. And everything is, just emptiness, empty of self-independence. If we have implement of Manjushri, then we need to practice. We meditate Manjushri in the center of our heart. And my heart is my mind in the shape of egg. It is a point upwards, inside the egg. Full moon desk in orange letter D. That means, we visualize, moon desk, on moon desk, full moon, okay? Full moon desk. On the full moon desk, we visualize and what is orange letter of D. D. D means, one part of this mantra. Omara Pasana D, 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 Whatever, first we visualize once moon cushion, and on this moon cushion, and we visualize, D, orange letter of D. Then we recite a mantra, Om Omara Bhajana Di 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 Di. This, there's many, radiated, shiny come from this letter, orange letter. This shines, these lights from D. First we offer it to Buddha Dhamma Sanghas. Then after this shines, these lights goes to hell realms, hungry ghosts, and cutting their ignorance and bad karmas. Without this initiation and without empowerment, we visualize here. And also we can recite mantra and then we can visualize. Many nectars come from Manjushri, and these nectars and lights come from Manjushri and into our body and purify our body and speech and mind. And our body becomes the same like glass, light, and transparent. And in this way, we can generate, what is wisdom. From each, Manjushri, so many lights, and many entities. It fills the whole of the body, purify all negative karmas and removing all the disease, all the obstacles since beginning times. This is very important. Whether if it does matter, you have implement or not, does matter. You can practice. You can, visualize. Many nectars, lights, and come from Orange Manjushri and into the body and clear away your body, cleanse your body, and purify your body. Purify all the negative karmas and remove all the obstacles and disease, delusions, ignorance since beginner's times. And actually, you can follow, this prayer of Orange Manjushri. You can listen. You can follow, this prayer and try to, visualize. And especially, as I mentioned that before, when you meditate, when you practice Orange Manjushri, first you visualize, the crown of your head, and you visualize, many different wisdoms come from, Manjushri, Sorot, and over the Manjushri, book. In the left hand, he has, book, and right hand he has, sword, So we visualize, many different wisdoms come from, this knife or this sword, and from this book, and into your body, and purify. And so and then we need to prepare with this offering, offerings according to this prayer. Ayawa gishara sapariwara aga pa te pupen dipe alikingindini te shata. So there, there are many different, mudras in a Tantric practice, but I don't know all of them, but this is the ones, aga, pa, te, pu, pen, di, pe, ale, king, in, shada, this is very important. in the context of the Lord Tantras. According to Lord Tantra practice, the hand mudra offering is very important, very, very important. So, when you practice Tantra, especially Lord Tantras, you need bell and, what is Vajra. First, you keep like this. You keep bell. Bell has, small face, the small Buddhist face. You must return to your side. Face here. Face to face, okay? And you keep Vajra left side. Always keep like this. You can't keep here, right side, okay? You must keep left side. Okay? Then when you offer, first you pick up your Vajra with right hand. Okay? And the second times you pick up bell with this right hand. Okay? Then you put in left hand. Okay? First you keep on the in front of your side. On the table, we keep like this, face to face. Bell has a small face. This turn to your side, okay? And Vajra, you keep left side. Always do like this. Okay? You can't keep Vajra that side, right side. You must keep always left side. Yeah. Then when you start practice, you pick up, Vajra with the right hand, and you pick up, bell, then you put here. Then you start, okay? So always, Vajra, or this Vajra always, method, symbolize method, representative of method. Not, oh yeah, method, bodhicitta, okay? Bell symbolize wisdom. So these two method, wisdom. That's why we need to pick up, first we pick up, Vajra, and same hand pick up, bells and we, okay? Then when you offerings, so I lost this prayer. Okay, first you got this. Actually, first I teach you now. Aga. Okay, first aga. Maybe without the bell and Vajra better, Aga. This is water. Aga. Pate. Okay, and Pope. Deepe. Aluke. Aluke. Gende, Niyute, Shada. Okay? Aga is here. Pate, Pupe, Dipe, Alike, Alike, Gende, Niyute, Shada. Okay? So, this, Aga. Aga means offering water. Water to face, water to maybe mud. So Buddhists, enlightened beings, Buddha and Bodhisattvas offer water, Aga, offer water, water to face, water to mud, for drinks. Okay? Then Aga, offer water. And, second also offer water, Aga. Aga, Pate. Pate means offer water to, feet, Buddhist feet. Pate. Aga, Pate. Okay, this also, put water on the feet and make cleaner, Buddhist feet, Bodhisattva's feet. We need to visualize, okay? This hand, rub foot, and this hand, put water. That's why we do like this, Pate. And pupe. Pupe is offering flowers. And deepe. Deepe means, Deepe. Deepe means offer incense. Okay? Deepe, Pupin Deepe. Aluke. Aluke means offering light. And Gende. Gende is water. Gende. Sorry. Sabariwara. Aluke. Omaarava Gishara Sabariwara. Gende. Gende is not water or, sweet, something, sweet water or maybe perfume, perfume, sorry. Yeah, Gende means, offering perfume or water, special water. That's why we offer like this. Nute, it is a food, offering food. Okay, then Shada. So, we do like this now. Aga, Pate, Upe, Dipe, Alike, Gende, Nute, Shada. Okay, so do like this. Aga. Pate. Upe. Dipe. Aluke. Gende. Nute. Shada. Okay, offer like this. This is also very important. This the first two water. Sometimes we offer here. There's 1, 2, 3. This again. Aga pate pupe. Then fourth one's incense. And the aga pate pupe dupe. Aluke. Fifth one is what is light, but life. But life is then then food, then sound. Okay. So as I actually, as I mentioned, Manjushri is orange in color, white one face, little bit like white, and two arms, and in the left hand, sword, and right hand, Dharma book. So we visualize, this red, what is yellow, what is yellow, orange Manjushri above our head. And then we pray to him and offer it to him and request it to him. And then we recite the mantra, as much as you can, how many times, maybe 100 times, maybe half, maybe 50 times. It's depends on individual time, So according to this prayer, then when the final, when you finish, when you conclusion this prayer practice, then you need to recite, recite what is Om Benza Sato. Om Benza Sato Sama Manipalam Benza Sato Tenupati Tenupimevas. This mantra of, Vajradhara. Vajrasataya, Om Vajrasata Sama Manipalam Benza Sato Tenupati Tenupasi Kaimavas Mukhaima Anaratima Sasi Miresa Kamasatamisha Raha. Bangawan Sada Dangan Benzamam Banzuma Samaya Satya Hombe. Then your dedication. So maybe today I stop here. If you have any question.
Any questions online, please put up your hand or type them into chat.
If no one else has a question, I do. When you do the mantras, do you have to have the tantra to do the mantras or to use the bell and vajra?
No need.
So if we go to a puja,
yes,
and we don't
puja
have
and
tantra,
especially when you do prayer,
okay,
then you need to, bell and vajra, okay? Normally when you practice in the morning with your sadhana, no need. You can recite the mantra only.
Okay, but you don't have to have the tantra to
Yeah,
do that.
but especially according to Buddha Tantra, we have to have, vajra and bell in our prayer room with us. You don't need to use. When you recite the mantra, you don't need to use, okay? When you pray, then you follow, prayer, you need to use, bell and vajra.
So
When you
would,
do sadhana, if you don't use, it's okay, no problem.
so you would suggest that we all have one in our rooms or when we're praying?
Yes.
We should all have one?
Yes, we have to have. But many Tibetan masters, those who especially very strong what is practice about secret, tantra, they keep, bell and vajra keep, in the table, for example. This head to other people. Don't show others, So that's why the people, don't know he practice about tantra or not. He has, but he, keep somewhere,
And I think Michael had a question the other night on our Vajrasattva practice about, in that practice with Venerable Katie, we hold Vajrasattva above our head, a visualize. But in other practices, we see the deity, the Buddha in front of us, like, up higher and in front. What is the difference between visualizing them in front of us and on our head, facing the same way?
Actually, if you visualize top of your head and in front of yourself, and maybe you can visualize in the center of your heart. Okay, especially when you visualize on your guru. There are three different places of visualization of the guru. One place here, one in front of yourself, one's in the center of your heart. Same, okay? But especially according to Tantra practice, so if you follow one especially, prayer, then you visualize deity in front of yourself. Then you offer, a prestige to your deity and you offer. That's why you need to visualize in front of yourself. Vajrasattva, you should be visualized from top of your head. Because, when you recite a mantra and meditate on Vajrasattva, and you visualize, nectar come down, come from, Vajrasattva enter into your body, and this is especially purification, So that's why you need to visualize top of your head. Okay? And when you practice this Manjushri, also you visualize the top of your crown. This is better.
And there are two questions online. Michael.
Nancy, can you hear us?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes. Mary, go ahead.
Geshe, thank you so much for the teaching. This is Mary Camille. Can you show us one more time, because I'm going to watch the recording again in slow motion. Can you pick up the bell and dorje and go through the mudras one more time, please?
Okay. First, you learn from this shorthand mudra. It is more easy for you. Easier. Aga. Okay. Ate. Ope. Dwepe. Aluke. Gende. Nivute. Shada. Okay. Aga, Pati, Ope, Dipe, Aluke, Gende, Newte, Newte, Shada, Aga. Aga is offering water to face and drinks water, okay? Pati, this water, make clean, feet, Buddhist feet. This put water, this rub, food. That's why we need to like this. Aga, Pati, okay? Pupe, this is offering flower, isn't it? And then Dupe means incense. Aluke, butterline. Aluke, Gende, perfume. Nete, food, offering food. And Shada, offering sound, okay? So, first, always remember, okay, we should understand. Keep bell face turn to ourselves, face to face. Bell has small face, okay? And you vajra put here, this side, left side. When you pick up, right hand, pick up, vajra. This is a method, okay? Visualize. And this hand you pick up, bell, put in your left hand. Then you do like this, okay? Aga, Pate, Pupe, Dipe, Aluke, Gende, Niyute, Shada. Okay?
Thank you, Geshe. That was beautiful. My second question is, can you give us the Orange Manjushri empowerment?
Sorry? I didn't.
She was asking if you can give the Manjushri empowerment
I can't.
right this minute.
No, while you're in, not this minute, but while you're in Santa Fe, is that something you could, if we request that?
No, maybe next in June, Jimmy Kizurumuchi come here, yeah? If you will ask him, then he can give.
Yes, Geshe-la's teacher will be here in the first
June,
weekend of June to do a Yamantaka initiation.
Nancy, we had one other question online. It was actually a request. And we were wondering if each week, if Geshe is going to be doing the teaching on Orange Manjushri for the next couple of weeks, if each week we could do some more practice with these mudras so that it starts to become more natural for us and flows for us better. If we could spend 10 or 15 minutes practicing it with him, it would be really helpful.
Yes. But
so Michael was asking if you're going to be here for the next, or teach this for the next couple of weeks. Can we spend more time on the practice and learning the mudras little by little so that it becomes more natural for us?
Yes. Yes, I will talk with Ventundula. I will ask him. We will talk later, okay? So any question?
There aren't any more online.
Okay, I think we can do the prayers.
Yes, please.
Dedication prayers. Devadi Duta Changchu Samcho
Rinpoche, Maje,
Panam
Je,
Te
Je,
Dewa Nam
Ba, Me,
Pame
Ba, Ya,
Baya
Kone,
Gong
Gonde,
Du
Pe,
Shu. Long life prayers, His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Ganri Rewa Korwe Singkam Dear and
Dewa, Mate,
Shuwe Jero Singwe Tensi Yatso Yi
Jabe, Santa, Pato, Tenju,
Shi. Prayer for the swift return of Lama Zopa Rinpoche. Peerless teacher and assembly of the children of the victorious ones, Shravakas and Pradayaka Buddhas. Victorious Losan, father and sons, along with the lineage masters, all the objects of refuge of infinite lands. Please bestow the virtue and goodness of accomplishing this prayer here and now. Holding and spreading the Muni's precious and complete teachings through explanation and practice, you wore the armor of patience, and that is never discouraged. Incomparable, venerable Guru, to you I make requests. While striving single-pointedly for the sake of the victorious one's teachings, the sole gateway through which all benefit and happiness emerge, and from other living beings, you suddenly departed to peace. What a great loss. Nevertheless, through the undeceiving truth of the blessings of the ocean of the three jewels and the great waves of bodhicitta of the children of the victorious ones, may the smile of a reincarnation swiftly beam in glory for fortunate disciples. And may we hold our resident teacher, Geshe Sherab, in our hearts for long life and for Geshe Tashi Dhondup. Thank you, Geshe.
Jise nangane badan, roa jise ne jiba, dese dane ne jinen, joe donga sewa sho. Sanje ne ba jinye ba, nyute ne ne ta jujin, roe ne ne ma ba, ta ten joa me ba sho. Jambe ba wa jita jimba da, kunde samba, te a de jite, te ta kunji jise da ya. Gewan de ta tam je ra dongo. Thank you.